Hello and welcome back, Alex. And today I'm going to talk about professional jurors. We actually don't have professional jurors in the United States. At least, I don't think so. Checked, and I believe in most states, I couldn't find a single example where you could volunteer for jury duty. And I was served jury notice once when I was 19, 18, 18. Yeah. I had final exams that week, and so had to put it off, and since then have not jury summons. But last week, I participated in a jury research, which is basically to say that I sat in a room and acted as a juror for a real trial with the real lawyers, presenting their case, gave an opinion. I walked out with $75 and a pretty good experience. Now, before I've kind of always had a thing for law. Could be that since my parents forced me to law and order, yes, NCIS and a lot of criminal and law shows growing up. Um, that courtrooms sort of fascinate me, and I always wanted to be a juror. Case now, I mean, trial case, juror, really hard, and there's a lot of decision. The decisions that you make, can really have a large impact on somebody's life. Um, Now, of course, I can't. Case that I was part of the, NDAs and all, but I think that it was a really good experience, and it's interesting. It was interesting to hear the kind of experience that everybody in this. These were hand selected by somebody who performs these kinds of trials to try to get a good mix of what might be jury. And the there was the variety, and people may have experience in an area that you're surprised by, or something surprisingly niche, and have some piece of knowledge that is incredibly important to your decision making. Wouldn't have expected from perhaps one of your people. And there is but there's also a an ignorance, and there are people who are just dumb. And I don't I don't mean this disparaging way. And I'm sure that they're good people and they've got jobs and lives and they care about people. But honestly, just dumb, and they shouldn't serve on a jury. This idea that, I mean, they weed out people, of course. Of course, they weed people out. You can only be selected once a year, at most. The way that they select juries is random. Yeah, and I'd like to do participate. I love to learn things, and I'm learning things all the time. All the time. Spend all day learning. If I haven't learned something in a day, that day has been a failure of a day. And I think that people like me, not necessarily who agree with me, because having a variety of opinions and political views and things is still important, but having a position, a job where your job is to be a jury member could be a viable occupation for somebody. But getting educated people in with a variety of opinions and backgrounds, but God, just some people serve on a jury. That you see emotions getting people a lot. Can't evaluate facts. They weight feelings. If somebody has if somebody has something that has happened to them similarly, then they come at it with a really emotional bias. So hard. If you have somebody who's committed to being objective and looking at the facts, coming to a decision, that's the kind of person that you should have on a jury. And I think that, people who want to do that, who want to help make these outcomes, should be compensated fairly for it, instead of like the garbage $6 to $15, depending on what state you live, for a day. As a stipend. I mean, surely a good jury more than that. And so that they should let people become professional. I don't really see what the problem is. Of course, the professional jurors would still all be pre-screened. There are things that would rule them out, perhaps, um, preventing too many people of one background or opinion onto a jury. Of course, understandable, but you're selecting from it's a smaller pool, but I'd say it's a higher quality pool. I don't think that that'll be a thing that happens, even though it's a pretty dang good idea. Because I don't know, want to participate in justice system via a jury to, do my part and to distribute it in this world. Um, but I kind of lost a little bit of faith. They were, I mean, not just this instance, but seeing like document interviews, jurors from other trials, what they could talk about. Some of these people are just, the decisions they come to are so ridiculous. Now, you can be on a grand jury, pay you to be, that can be a job. Someday, someday I will apply to be on a, but those spots don't open very often. Anyways, slash rant. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. I will probably have another video where I talk about some things and do some things, and probably mostly just talk about things. In a day or two. Adios.